Alright, so I said I would do this video. Some people in this last stream I did said do a video of the games, because I'll do more PlayStation live streams, PS2 and PS1 games in the future, and I thought I'd show the collection, and then anyone who fancies seeing any game in particular can leave a comment below and just let me know. So I'll start off with the PlayStation 1 games because that's a smaller collection. I used to have so many PlayStation 1 games and I sold them all. At one point in my life I sold all my PS2 games as well, and kind of regret it now. I had so many good games like Shadow of the Colossus and stuff like that. So anyway, Tomb Raider 2. I love Tomb Raider 1. I don't think I ever owned Tomb Raider 2 when I was when it was out. I could have done, but I'm not sure. I remember it being more sort of action orientated. I think I did play it at someone's house. I remember playing it, but I don't remember owning it. Tomb Raider Last Revelation, never played it. Ape Escape, I do want to play this. I remember my cousin playing this loads and it looking really fun, but I don't have a memory card, so there's no real point playing it because you need the memory card for it. Power Rangers Time Force, £19.99. I didn't pay that much for it. It's from a charity shop, but I don't know. I'm trying to see. When I did the Jackass game live stream, it got blocked all over the place because of Viacom owning so much Jackass material. So I'm afraid to do a live stream of this in case like Power Rangers music or cutscenes get me a copyright strike. Vibram, this game is amazing. I love it, but it's better when you put your own CDs in. It creates a game based on whatever music you play through the game. So I can't really play any music without getting a copyright strike, so I don't know about that. Jamalami, it's basically Parappa the Rapper but with a guitar. I actually think this belongs to my friend Matt. I don't know how I've ended up with it. I think this has been in my collection since university. But oh, and Parappa the Rapper's in there. I lost the box for Parappa the Rapper long ago, but I've still got the disc. Okay, Parappa the Rapper or Unjamalami. Both possibilities. But Matt, if you're watching and you want your game back, I'm fairly certain that that's your game, so you know, you're welcome. The Evil Dead. I do want to play this through at some point. I was considering leaving this for like a video series, maybe when I'm finished with the Dark Souls. Micro Machines V3, that could possibly be my favourite PlayStation 1 game, maybe. Just because it's amazing. But again, it's better with a memory card because you can save your progress. Civilization 4 for the PC, why have I got that there? Resident Evil, a game that I've played millions and millions of times and never finished. Not because I can't, not because it got so difficult to finish, but just because I ended up, every time I've played it, I've got so far and then just kind of stopped playing it, started playing something else, or got a bit bored of it or something. But it's a great game, but even though I've never stuck with it to the end. Destruction Derby 2, this is a good game. That might be cool. It's Destruction Derby 2, everyone knows that, what it's like. Silent Hill, the first game, great game. Power Move Pro Wrestling, I think this is Sourpuss Sammy D's game. Again, I don't know how I've ended up with it, I probably just stole it off him. It's a wrestling game. Resident Evil Nemesis, Resident Evil 3, I don't think I've played it. I think I remember watching Mike Bowes play this at one point. Metal Gear Solid. See, I've still got the price stickers on all of these. Game Station. I don't think Game Station still exists. Yeah, another one of my favourite games for the PlayStation 1. I played that to death. Puzzle Fighter 2 Turbo. This is a really, really good puzzle game. I'm not sure how well it would go down on a stream. It probably wouldn't be that good. Incredible Crisis. This is I did a quick gameplay video. If you look through my videos for Incredible Crisis, I showed one of the mini games. It's basically a load of mini games. It's pretty funny. It's quite hard as well, and I couldn't finish the game because I needed a memory card to save my progress so that I could continue it, but it's good. Time Crisis, I think I need a light gun, and I haven't got a light gun, and they don't work on flat screen TVs, so pretty pointless. These are all Crisis games, right? Incredible Crisis, Time Crisis, Dino Crisis. Never played it, but it's supposed to be like Resident Evil with dinosaurs, which sounds right up my alley. So yeah, that's another one I want to play through. Alone in the Dark, The New Nightmare. I don't know where this has come from, or why I've got a game with no case, but there you go. Oddworld Abe's Odyssey. Brilliant game. And yeah, there you go. That's my PlayStation 1 collection. So I'll move on to PlayStation 2. A lot of these are just games that I bought because they were really dirt cheap. I just fancied just having them for the case, really. Zombie Ninja Pro-Am, which I've just live streamed. By the way, 2 copyright claims already. I called it. I knew this game would get copyright strikes or claims. I've got a lot of wrestling games. I love wrestling games. I've pretty much played them all for the PlayStation. If you want to see wrestling, go look on my channel for SmackDown games, because I found my old saves from like 10 and 12 years ago and did a playthrough of all like the characters and things on my old SmackDown games, but I could still play them through, maybe do like a career mode or something. Resident Evil Outbreak, I've not played this Resident Evil game. It doesn't look like one of the better ones, but it would still be good to play. I'm not that interested in live streaming good games, just as long as they're funny for the stream. Legends of Wrestling, I kind of vaguely remember this. It's I remember it not being as good as SmackDown games, but being interesting because it had a load of Legends of Wrestling. And Mark Echo's Getting Up. This is meant to be notoriously crap. It's a game about graffitiing, and it's kind of known now as being a bit shit, I seem to remember. But it might be funny, I've never played it. Dog's Life, not played, but it looks funny. You get to play as a dog running around. The Herbs, Sims in the City. Half of these games, like most of these games, I'm going to say I'm not played because it's all ones I've bought from CEX just to have in my collection. There you go, Sims. It might be funny to play a Sims game. The Herbs, don't know. Star Trek Voyager Elite Force. God knows what this is like. It looks like a first-person perspective game, but who knows? It could probably be shit. World Snooker Championship 2005. Yeah, I'm sure that's really exciting. That cost me a whole 25p. Grand Theft Auto Liberty City Stories. I never played any of these sort of offshoot games from the... I played all the main ones like GTA 3 and Vice City and San Andreas, but I never played the sort of offshoot ones that they made. So that might be interesting to play. City Crisis. Yeah, I don't know about this. It looks like you fly a rescue helicopter around a city, saving people from death. Babe, did you know there was a game of Babe Pig in the City? Because I didn't, but apparently it exists. But look at it, it looks like a sort of 2D puzzler game or something. I don't know, it doesn't look like a PS2 game anyway. It looks like a SNES game or something. Babe stars in his first adventure for PlayStation 2. I could play that, whatever you want to see. Vex. Someone in the stream said this was supposed to be really, really hard. I like difficult games, even though I'm not good at games. I still like a challenge, so I'd happily play that. It looks like a nice sort of 3D cartoony platformer game. Oh, here's another one of them. Ty the Tasmanian Tiger. Sort of a Mario 64 clone, I guess. Another Evil Dead game. Evil Dead, A Fistful of Boomstick. I think I've got all the Evil Dead games. I've not played a single one yet because I was saving them for videos. And here's the other one. Evil Dead Regeneration. This one cost the most. That was £7 whole. I suppose that must be the best one, I don't know. Puyo Pop Fever, no idea. It looks like a puzzler game. I don't think it would be very good for a stream, but whatever. Robot Warlords, no idea. Another 25p game that I bought just for the price. No idea if that's any good. I imagine it's not. Turok Evolution. The only Turok game that I've really played was Turok Rage Wars, which was a multiplayer sort of arena battle sort of game, which I absolutely loved. But I've not played one on the PS2. Turok Evolution. Could be good. Kengo Master Bushido. Pretty boring. I've tried playing this. I don't know. I thought it would be like Bushido Blade or something like that, but no, it wasn't. It's kind of like a one-on-one fighter, which is sort of like what you'd expect Bushido Blade to be like sort of realistic, but it's not fun. It's I don't know. It didn't really click with me, that game. Micro Machines. I can't remember if this is good or not. I think I've played it, but I don't know. It wasn't quite Micro Machines V3, so I don't think I liked it as much. Code Veronica X is another game that Resident Evil game that I've played. I got kind of bored of this. I didn't think it was as good as the older ones. I got quite far into it, I seem to remember, but just kind of like it got to a certain point and it just seemed like they were just spamming enemies at me rather than making the game scary. Captain Scarlet, the game, no idea. It looks like a racing game, which seems weird. Who knows? Could be funny for a stream. Operation Winback. It compares it to, it says Hollywood style action and solid snake like espionage, but I can't imagine it'll actually be like Metal Gear Solid, but it looks kind of interesting from the screenshots. But see, it says 3 hours to stop something happening, so if the game is 3 hours long it would be good for a stream, but I can't imagine. It says 31 stages. How can you do 31 stages in 3 hours? Eden, Project Eden. I don't know. Combines action, exploration and strategic puzzle solving. So it looks, I don't know what this is. Designed by the team that brought you the original Tomb Raider. So it might be good. Capcom Fighting Jam. This looks like a fighting game. I imagine it is. So you've got Street Fighter 2, 3, Street Fighter Alpha, Darkstalkers and Red Earth all brought together in one game. Manhunt 2. Oh no. I would play this if I could get the there's like a cheat disc you can get, and using that disc you can unlock this, but it's censored. This is a censored version and it's crap. I love, like, Manhunt 1 is probably my favourite PS2 game. Well, I think it's probably my favourite PS2 game, but Manhunt 2, the way it's censored really pisses me off. They like put a filter over the deaths and it just looks crap and really spoilt the game for me. I was really disappointed. So The Thing, I remember us playing this in university. I don't remember what it was like. I remember it being alright, but I can't remember like much about it. So it looks like an interesting horror, sort of Lovecraftian sort of thing. That'd be cool. Tony Hawk's Underground. Always good. But I remember Tony Hawk's Underground 2 being a lot better than this. Because I played Tony Hawk's Underground 2 first and then played this, and it seemed a bit crappy in comparison. So, you know, I think I've got Tony Hawk's Underground 2, so, you know, I'd probably prefer to play that. Silent Hill 3. Yeah, this is the one where you end up in like a fairground and stuff, I seem to remember. I remember it not being as good. I can't remember if I finished it, but compared to Silent Hill 2, it was a slight letdown. It wasn't terrible, but, you know. Manhunt, yeah, the best. Manhunt, amazing game. Just love the atmosphere of it and everything. Brilliant. I love that game. Fight Night Round 2. It's a boxing game with an interesting sort of mechanic. Interesting controls for this, where you kind of use the analog sticks to move the fists. So it's like you're throwing the punches with your thumb. It's a pretty good game. I don't know how good it'd be for a stream because I'm not particularly good at it. My friends Matt and Sam were very, very good at this game. They played it to death. I would join in with them, but I could never win them, I don't think. Crash Nitro cards. Yeah, a decent... I mean, Crash Bandicoot was a good game, but Crash Bandicoot it's like a kart racer type of game. Probably good, who knows. Airblade. It looks like a sort of futuristic skateboarding game. Now you can ride air itself with the Airblade. Okay. No idea. No idea. Here's another rescue helicopter game called Air Ranger. This one looks funny just because of that screenshot there. I have no idea about these rescue helicopter games, whether they're good. Hitman 2 Silent Assassin. Is that the only Hitman game I've got? One of these Hitman games I bought thinking it would be good, but then it started up, like the beginning of the game, it was like it started halfway through, or like it started where the game before it had ended, so I had no idea what was going on. It was like it just dropped me in the middle of a storyline, and I had no idea. It was like you had to play the game before it to know what was going on, and it didn't seem as good because of that. But whatever. A game of the film of Eragon. I imagine it's crap because most games of films are usually shit. Spy Hunter, another 25p classic. Who knows? I can't even be bothered reading that. It looks very generic from the cover. It's got a sticker from somewhere called Virtual Games. Who knows? Tony Hawk's Underground 2, yeah, it kind of got a lot of Jackass characters in there, so probably end up getting me bloody copyright striked again. Who cares? That's a great game, that Tony Hawk's Underground 2. Rayman Revolution. Looks like another 3D thing. Apparently the Rayman games are good, but I've never played one. Hyper Street Fighter 2. It's Street Fighter 2. Everyone knows what that game is. Shell Shock Nam 67. I think this is... I was going to say I think it's a first-person shooter, but from that it looks like a third-person perspective. So who knows? I think most of these Nam games are first-person shooters, so I imagine it's quite crap. Silent Hill 2. Now this could also be my favourite. And between this and Manhunt, I don't know which is my favourite PS2 game. Here you go, special edition. We've got a disc with the making of. I found that disc very inspiring. Resident Evil 4. Brilliant game. I don't know what it is with me with Resident Evil games. I never finish them, but I played this a lot, and it is an absolute classic. This game, brilliant. But I don't know. I get so far into games, and then often I get bored and stop playing them. But maybe I've got more sticking power these days with me, like finishing Dark Souls and things. Spider-Man 2. Supposedly it's good, but when I played it, like compared to modern games, it seemed a bit shit. But if you want to see me play it, I can. The Getaway. What is it? A driver clone or a... What is that? Is that someone going? Is that someone outside my house, isn't it? Yeah, I keep hearing people pulling up outside. Anyway, I don't know what that is. It looks like a... Oh, I seem to remember this being sort of like they modelled London or something like that. It's got quite a realistic recreation of London, and it's kind of like a GTA or Driver clone. I could be wrong there, but that's what I seem to remember being about it. Comfort Zone Modern War Strategy. It looks atrocious just from these screenshots. Enter the shocking world of real modern warfare, where the manipulation of media and civilian leads to military victory. Hey, that sounds quite interesting, actually. As the commander of peacekeepers, you must build a campaign using strategic brilliance and spin control, rescue hostages with news cameras rolling, and gain public support to upgrade your units. Harm innocence and watch your popularity and power plummet. That actually sounds like an interesting concept for a game. I've never heard of this, but I mean, it could be crap. From the screenshots it looks shit, but look, control the media, that sounds really like sort of current, you know what I mean? Like, quite an interesting concept for a war game where you manipulate the media to gain support. That sounds very good, but it might not be. Sniper 2, I think I've got 2 copies of this. It's a sniper game, I don't know. Is it good? I'm no good at sniping in games. Jackass the game. It will get you copyrighted and it will get taken down. So don't even bother. Wheel of Katamari, amazing game. If you've never seen a Katamari game, then this is probably the best one, I think, the PlayStation 2 one. I've got it for the Xbox 360 as well, but it's not quite as good as this one. This game is a masterpiece. Inspector Gadget, Mad Robots Invasion. 3D action platform game that plunges you into the crazy world of Inspector Gadget. Okay. I'm sure that's brilliant. Legends of Wrestling 2. Hulk Hogan's face. The Great Escape. Now this looks kind of interesting. I don't think it's got very good reviews, so it might be crap, but that doesn't mean it won't make for a good stream. I mean, the film Great Escape's good, so surely the game's amazing, but I don't know, I kind of like the idea of breaking from prison in a game, but whether or not it's actually fun to play or not. Snowboard Racer 2. 20p now, that's even cheaper than the cheapest. In television, this is just a compilation of old retro games. So that, you know, if you want to see me play any of these, but it'd be more like I'm playing a retro game than a PS2 game. So Fantavision, the PS2 launch title, it's a puzzle game involving fireworks. Never played it, but it could be good. Yeah, I don't know if it'd be good for Australian puzzle games generally. Eternal Quest, I think this is like a fancy role-playing game. It looks like an RPG. It'd be quite long, that game, but I don't know. James Pond Robocod. Do you know they made Robocod, like ported it to PS2? Because I didn't until I saw it in the shop the other day. There you go. It's Robocod. It's a game I played a lot on the Amiga as a child, but it kind of always made me feel a bit sick as well. Splinter Cell. I remember this being good. It's another spy, stealth, espionage type of game, but quite a lot of interesting features. Shadow the Hedgehog. I don't think it's got very good reviews, from what I know, but you know, still whatever. Tenchu Wrath of Heaven. I think I'd done a video on this already, but that was before I got my capture card. It's a good game. You play a ninja, you sneak through the shadows, sawing people's heads off. Here's a load of sport games. FIFA 2004, Fight Night 2004, FIFA World Cup Germany 2006, Tiger Woods PGA Tour. You see, these are mostly bought just for the case, you know, like cheap. Snooker 2002. I'm gonna sneeze. FIFA 2003. Real Madrid Club de Football. I'm sure these are brilliant games. The Ultimate Sports Quiz. I actually don't know anything about sports, so I'd be terrible at that, but you know. FIFA 2002. FIFA 06. They just churn these out every year, don't they? Hitman Contracts. Maybe that's the one that I played where I didn't know what was going on. I don't know. One of them, it just starts you right. Okay, I've got a bunch of SingStar games because we used to be into SingStar back in the day. I've got quite a lot of them here. I've probably got the controllers for it, so you know. I don't know if I'll do a live stream of me singing SingStar. Not unless I get my friend Matt round, because I know he loves SingStar games. I know how much he loves it, and he would just die at the opportunity to come around and play SingStar. PGA Tour 2005. Crazy Golf World Tour. Look at the state of this game. It's trashed. Who knows? That might be good. SingStar. SingStar rocks. 90s. Guitar Hero. I think I've still got the guitar, but I don't know if that'll be any good for a stream. Guitar Hero. International Supercards. Looks fascinating. Shrek Super Slam. It's a wrestling game with Shrek characters. Simpsons Skateboarding. It's a skateboard game with Simpsons characters. Simpsons Road Rage. It's a GTA type of game, but with Simpsons. Oh, here we go. A bunch of SmackDown games. SmackDown Shut Your Mouth. SmackDown vs Raw 2007. SmackDown vs Raw 2006. SmackDown vs Raw 2008. Rune Viking Warlord. Looks kind of cool. It looks like a third-person perspective adventure game where you play a Viking. Oh, Dynasty Warriors 2. It's a hack and slash where you get set upon by thousands of enemies at once. I remember Matt playing this quite a lot when we were in university. I don't remember much about it, but it's a game. The Sniper 2 again. Thunderhawk Operation Phoenix. Another helicopter game. There's a lot of helicopter games for the PS2, wasn't there? Fun Fast and Furious 3D arcade action game. Oh, okay, Ghost Hunter. Does look kind of interesting. It's I'll read the back. Officer Lazarus Jones of the Detroit Police Department never believed in ghosts, but that was yesterday. Hunt and be hunted in the realm of the dead. Experience an unparalleled fusion of gameplay and mind-blowing special effects. Discover unique monsters, mutants, and ghouls that will scare you to death. This is survival horror evolved. It looks more like an action survival horror, kind of with a futuristic setting, so who knows if it's good or not. And Ridge Racer 5. Ridge Racer, these were well regarded at the time, weren't they? I seem to remember. And I don't know if that's my entire collection, because I seem to remember a lot more games, but I can't remember which of the games that I've like sold. And I've hunted all over my house for other games, but I can't really find any more. So I imagine this is the limit. This might be all of them. So if there's any particular game off here you want to see me live stream, which you think will be fun to live stream, either so crap that it'll be funny or just something good to stream, just leave a comment below, let me know. Anyway, thanks for watching. Goodbye.